What's up, modeling world citizens? It's Brian, and welcome back again. No, this is not a set piece from Game of Thrones. This is our forest of goodies because we just got done priming and painting a lot of bits for our Corvette build that we're doing with our buddy Dylan over NYS Modeling. We're doing that buddy build that we've been talking about, and Mr. Dylan did get the chance to upload his video a little bit earlier in the week, and he made me look like a schmuck because I hadn't got as far as he had. But in my defense, I was adulting, and I don't recommend it. It's very boring. So with all that aside, we have no pieces of plastic that are actually unpainted on some level. We have most everything in its final color here. And then we also have the car and other bits in primer, and we'll get to that in just a second. But let's show you our engine block. We're doing that off camera. We're doing that right here with, we did our light gunmetal, and then we did TS30, which is their silver leaf, and that has a flat coat on it to dull it down a little bit. I really like how that looks. I may actually go back and flat coat the light gunmetal part there because that is a little bit sheeny, but oh man, that's just cool looking. You know, it's really cool looking. So that's our engine and transmission combo. Our other cool bit here is our manifold, and we have a nice flat coat on that also to make that look a little bit more like raw metal. And then what else have we got special? We're doing white interior. We got the white seats all done up. Those look pretty nice. Love that stitching on the side there. I wish I had the painting skill to bring that out, but I know I can screw that up really, really well. And then we're doing an aluminum radiator, so we kept that separate. We didn't glue it all together. And then Mr. Dylan had let the ferrets have the bag there, little bugger. We did do a fuel cap for the rear of the car, for the rear deck lid of the car, and we put a little collar under it. That's just a piece of styrene rod that we cut and sanded and all that kind of stuff. And we did drill a hole out in the body. We'll get to that in a second. But I did not like the fact that the instructions told us to just glue that to the top of the car or leave it open for the decal. And I didn't like that very much. So we did that, that trick there. I don't think there's anything else special up here to show you other than the carburetors, as Mr. Mac would say, the cobs. But yeah, I did those with, let's see, was that titanium gold over black. That looks really slick. So we like that. So let's get the forest out of the way. It looks like an edible arrangement, doesn't it? And let's get on to the beauty shots. And I tell you what, guys, my life would be so much easier if I was able to get shots for beauty when I was younger. So here we go. There is the car. Yay, car. We're using a different primer, a primer we've never used before, and it's from our friend's Splash Paints, and we used this guy. This is his 1K gray surface primer. Rotate for better viewing. There we go. 1K gray surface primer. I'd never used this product before. I bought this well over a year ago because I wanted a little bit darker primer than the other stuff that I was using from him. And I thought, let's try the 1K. You don't have to, you just shake it up and spray it, right? There's no no hardener or anything like that. And it kind of acts like an acrylic type of deal. So, and now I have a story because I had grabbed a pipette to draw out of the bottle, put it through the little filter, and then put it into the color cup. And I always start with the hood of the car. I don't know why, I just do. But I sprayed the hood of the car, and that stuff turned into lakes. It kind of puddled up and turned into lakes on the hood of the car. And I thought, oh my God, what is going on? And then I realized I had grabbed a pipette that I should have thrown away. It had Tamiya paint thinner in it, acrylic paint thinner in it, and like it's like a drop inside of there, and it kind of messed up the paint, the primer a little bit. So I set the hood aside. I cleared out the gun, went back to painting and everything, and then we finished off the body, and that is beautiful. I love it. Friggin' love it. And there's our hole. It's got a dorsal hole. It's got a blowhole. It's not pretty, but it will be covered by most of the gas cap when we get it finally mounted on there. And then we also pinned our mirrors because Mr. Dillon let that ferret out of the bag too, little bugger. But yeah, we'll get to how we did the mirror in a second. We'll finish our story about the hood. So after spraying the car body and the mirrors and making sure those look good, I went back and hit the hood again. And I just did several light passes over the top of the hood, and it fixed itself. I couldn't freaking believe it. I really wish I'd taken a picture of how bad it was, but I was panicking and in crisis mode. So it fixed itself. It looks bloody awesome. And I'm sorry to our UK friends. I'm swearing all over the place here. But I'm very, very impressed by this product. And honestly, I don't know if this was a trial product that Splash Paints was carrying. I don't know if he still carries it right now. But I am a fan of that. And I still have quite a bit left of this bottle. Here's our level right there. Still got quite a lot left of this bottle. And that's 3 passes on the car, several passes on the hood, both top and bottom, and then our mirrors. Nice segue to go to the mirrors. Here's our mirrors. We did do the pinning technique on there, and I have never pinned mirrors before, so this was a learning process for us. No, I didn't research any real way to do this. I just decided that it would be cool to drill a hole inside that very, very thin neck for the mirror, and then stick a pin in there. And then on the car, what we did was on the passenger side, we started on that side first, just in case it didn't come out right. We took see if I can see this okay, chisel tip Sharpie. I can that's a tongue twister for me. So we took one of these guys, and then we just did a dash on the body in the general area that we wanted to put the mirror. And then using the metal rod that the mirror's attached to, we just did a little scratch where we thought it would look best, and then drilled the hole, and then fit everything up, and it looked great. So it's like, cool, now for the hard part, let's make a matching pair. So honestly, if I had done this on the driver's side first, it probably would have just stopped there and just done the driver's side mirror only. But we did the same technique. We just did a dash with our chisel tip Sharpie, and then did a little scratch with the mirror post, because measuring and all that kind of stuff back from the door gap and all that kind of stuff wasn't really going to work, because wherever the drill decided to catch and drill into the mirror was going to be relative, so to the mirror itself. So measuring and doing all that kind of stuff was not going to help me out. I decided that putting the post in the mirror would be better. Do that first, and then go and then try to figure out where it's going to go on the car body. So I think we got a win. We'll let you know how that turns out when we get everything for final assembly and everything like that. But the type of post that we use, I just have baggies of this stuff here that we got from Mrs. BG from a jewelry making set that she had a long time ago. I think these are actually silver plated. so yeah, it's werewolf repellent right there. So if we ever get attacked by werewolves, I'll make sure to throw this car at one of them. So that's basically where we're at right now with everything. We did paint this about 15 minutes ago, primer I should say, and we're going to let it cure up for a while and then do a light sanding. I do have a couple little bits of boogers in there, chief among them right up there. There we go. That's it. Yeah, I'm going to get rid of that. And then I don't know if that's on the surface or if it's in the paint. So depending on how bad that is, we might do another primer coat on that. However, the goal is to put them in color tomorrow. And do I have the color available? With the power of pause, I do have the color available. So here we have our B5 blue. It's not shaking up very much here, but that's going to be our car color. So we're looking forward to shooting some splash paints on there, and then we'll move on to the 2K clear a little bit later on this week. So I want to say thank you guys for tuning in once again, and we'll talk to you a little bit later on. Bye now.